Hello, this is Franco, and this is my first ever video for my blog, Terrace in Barcelona. As you can see, I am surrounded by all these wonderful guys, the Aeonium. Maybe if you were to say say their name in plural, it would be Aeonia, I think. I wanted to make a classic blog post about what's looking wonderful right now in midwinter with our mild spring temperatures. As you can see, I'm wearing short sleeves. But then I thought I'd make a video and tell you all about them, at least in my growing experience. These are three of the classic Aeonium in green, and this is the mother plant. As you can see by its height and vigor, it's given me this kits last year. And this is another one that I bought recently in the autumn, maybe early autumn, which I planted last. You can see them in different stages of development. Of course, the star is this beauty here. You can see it. It's in full bloom. It's the first time I ever get it to bloom. This is only a year old. It's a single individual. It was a branched stem cutting that I took from the mother plant, and then it branched still more. They're differently. Here, for example, there are 4 individuals on a single pot, and also it's several branches that I propagated. Right, the flower stalk has started to appear something like a month ago. For the last week, the flowers have been opening up. They are very beautiful. They are some 7 or 9 petals to each little flower. It's an amazing inflorescence. It's quite bigger than the plant, and well, I think it's a good reward for all my growing efforts. About how do I care for them? Well, the mother plant is some 3 or 4 years old. I should find out, maybe add it to the blog post. And you can see it's very well going on a clay pot. They take very well to a little bit, slight bit of being generous with water. The others are planted in, for example, the flowering one, it's an old pot, it's a split even, but it's still solid. It's in clay, unglazed clay. They take very well, but this other one, for example, is planted on a cooking pot I found by a garbage can that I recovered. I poked a big drainage hole to it, but the terracotta is glazed on the inside, so it's got quite a bit less of drainage. It's less porous because it's glazed on the inside. The last one, the one I bought as a small plug some 4 or 5 months ago, I blended it in plastic. There is no problem as long as the growing medium is well drained. To get a well-drained growing medium, basically what I add is as much sharp sand, perlite, expanded clay balls, or something of the kind, at a ratio of, I use 3-4 parts bagged compost to 1 part or 2 parts perlite or a draining medium. They are quite vigorous, they are quite disease-free, pest-free not. This one here has been suffering a bit of hydric stress. Although it's a succulent, it suffers from hydric stress, and if you could see it nearer, you would see that the foliage is drooping a little, and because of that, maybe, or compounded with that, It's being attacked by grey aphids. That's quite strange. Grey aphids, you usually see them in black, green or yellow, but these are grey. I will give them a good soak. I will give this one a good soak so that it overcomes this slight hydric stress that it's suffering, and afterwards I will just use a jet of water to, because it's a very small infestation, but they suffer from aphids, especially in the center of their rosettes. The other one is a Schwarzkopf Aeonium. It's this cultivar with this amazing blackish purple leaves, purplish black leaves maybe. It's quite green in the center, but as the leaves age a bit, they get that dramatic tinge. What else? Maybe I should talk about how much do I water them. As I said, although they are succulents, they are prone to suffering a bit of hydric stress. You can see that there are some yellowing leaves at the base of the rosettes. This is very common. It's a natural process. The plant does away with what it cannot sustain when it is a bit in need of water. And well, I water them, I give them a good drink once a week, once every 10 days during the summer, once every 20 days, a month in the winter. You have to gauge it, you have to find your way, feel the pot for weight. If it's heavy, other than the clay, it's got water. Plastic will tell you better with that technique. If you lift it and it's light, it needs water. Scratch the upper inch of growing medium, and if it feels totally dry, give them a good drink, and that is all. They've been giving me a lot of pleasure for several years now. And I hope I will keep on growing them, and I recommend anyone, especially at an initiation level to gardening or horticulture, to grow these wonderful plants. Thank you. Bye.